Good morning. I'm glad that you've happened upon this video. I'm really excited to share with you today the difference between watts and lumens. What's the difference between watts and lumens? Yes, it's a light bulb joke and many people make it, but I want to ask you, do you know the difference between watts and lumens? Traditional incandescent light bulbs come measured in watts, 60 watts, 100 watts, 150 watts. And so there's many different types of wattage of light bulbs. You have wattage in fluorescence, you have wattage in HID. And so when it comes to LEDs, they also have watts. But the question is can you measure your LEDs in watts? And the answer is not really. There's a general sense, but you can't really measure the difference between watts and lumens in watts on an LED. And so let me stop making this confusing and give you the difference. Watts is energy consumed. That's what watts really is. And so a 60-watt light bulb is the energy that it consumes. And when you have a traditional light bulb, when you have a traditional source of lighting, you can say, okay, this amount of consumption equals this amount of light output. And we can gauge that, right? So if we want to increase the brightness, we would have just gotten a different light bulb that was a higher wattage. That means that you're also consuming more energy. A 60-watt light bulb versus a 100-watt light bulb is 40 watts difference, meaning you're consuming 40 more watts of energy. And that means your power bill is going up. Well, in LEDs, it's not quite the same. LEDs produce lumens, and all light bulbs produce lumens, but the efficacy, meaning we were able to get LEDs to be more efficient than standard incandescent HID fluorescent light bulbs. LEDs are more efficient. And so your lumens per watt on an incandescent light bulb are much lower, meaning you have X amount of lumens per 1 watt. But when we go to LED, we have an increased efficacy, meaning we get more lumens per watt. That's the benefit of LEDs. You can have a brighter light bulb with lower wattage, meaning you're not consuming as much energy. So a 60-watt light bulb produces around 900 lumens, 900 to 1200 lumens. It really just depends, but on average, let's call it a 900 lumens. Now, a 9-watt LED produces 850 to 950 lumens. Again, it depends a little bit, but most manufacturers are getting between 100 and 150 lumens per watt on certain fixtures, on certain light bulbs. And so you can have a 9-watt light bulb that is efficient and produces the same amount of light as a 60-watt light bulb. So the question that you should be asking yourself is, how many lumens do I need? Because that's really what is produced when you plug in a light bulb. The light bulb turns on, it creates a light source, the photons come out, and your eye sees those photons and produces light on the sources that you have, which is awesome. But how many lumens do you need? Well, a typical 60-watt light is 900 lumens, roughly 800 to 1,000 lumens is a really good source. So that's what you're looking for in a screw-in light bulb. But let's talk about a parking lot. What are you looking for in a parking lot? Well, a standard 400-watt parking lot light produces about 20,000 lumens. So you're looking for something around 20,000 lumens. However, because LED sources are more direct, so your standard light bulb screws in and then it uses a reflector to shine lights down to the ground, shine the light down to the ground, and it's bouncing off the mirrored reflector to get that light to the ground. Your standard LED fixture is directional, so you don't get that light if the light source is right here, it's getting the light straight down to the ground. It's not going up to bounce off of a reflector. It's getting your light straight to the ground, which means that it's getting more lumens put right in where it needs to be. The foot candles are bright where it is supposed to be bright. And so in a standard LED source, you can discount your lumens roughly 80%. And that's the maximum I would recommend. A lot of people try to get to the light source, the lumen output that they had on, like, say the MH400s, but you can discount it about 80%, and that's the max. You don't want to go more than that. So if you've got a 20,000 light source originally, I would say go maybe 18,000 to 17,000 at most. Don't go much more than that. And that's a really good measurement. When it comes to your lumens, you can talk to somebody who has the technology to measure it. Right now in our office, we have foot candle meters, and so we can measure how many foot candles you're currently getting, and we can tell you how many watts, lumens you need in order to achieve that. There's a lot of lighting professionals out there that can help you, and we're one of them. And we belong to a network of many lighting professionals that can help you achieve what you're looking for as far as light output. So make sure that you're getting the right lumens so that you can make sure that you have the right light source or the right light output for what you're trying to do. And the cool thing is that you're saving energy, right? So instead of putting in a 9 watt, if you want it to be brighter, guess what? You can put in a 14-watt light bulb and still be brighter and way more energy efficient than that standard in the incandescent 60-watter that you had. So that's the benefits of going to LED. You can even increase your lumens, still save energy, and make it brighter. So if you have any questions regarding lumens versus watts, please reach out. We're here to help. You can email us, you can call us. We're here to help. And it doesn't matter if you're in Nevada, California, New Mexico, or Colorado. We're here to help you. You can be in New York, and we'll give you some advice, and we'll connect you with somebody in your area that can help you make those right decisions. If it comes to an LED energy efficient upgrade, the more lumens per watt that you have in a fixture, the better off you're going to be, because you're going to be much brighter and lower wattage, saving that much more energy, getting you rebates, saving your money on your power bill, and being green, being energy efficient, and saving that energy there. So we really encourage you to look at doing LED upgrades. Again, there's many rebates in areas, tax incentives to do these things as well. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you taking time to check out what's the difference between watts and lumens, and have a wonderful one. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.